Hey guys, what's up? And in today's video, I have some Crestholm Channels dungeon gameplay. And I would like to say that this dungeon is really weird and it's not like the rest of the dungeons, so I just want to talk about it for a little bit. So basically, what I wanted to say was this dungeon has the most branching paths out of all of the dungeons, and it has four of them. So just letting you guys know, usually it's normal for a dungeon to have three, but this one has four. And another crazy thing about it is that all of its segments are segment C. Now, I talked about in my video about the segments a while ago. The segment C, it has a long path going down and then like a small room. And it's just really odd to me that it was all C's because I think maybe it was just a pun on the Crestholm channels, just because it has two C's and they were like, oh yeah, why not just have a whole segment C dungeon? So it's basically pretty easy too. The enemies really aren't that hard. Um, so far, this is my favorite dungeon just because it was very easy to navigate through. And so I'm basically going to tell you guys about, all the segments and branching paths. So basically, this dungeon is really weird. Unlike the other ones, it starts off with the branching path immediately. And what you want to do is you want to go right after the branching path. And you'll actually see me do this in this little playthrough right here. Now, I wanted to show you guys this too because I do get affected by killer wasps who do way too much damage and cause confusion. So basically, right after that, you're going to have two segment Cs, and basically all the segments are going to be C. And then right after those two segment Cs, you're going to go to another branching path, and then you're going to go left. Right after that, and it is a longer left one, by the way, too. And then right after that, you'll be at the camp. There will be a Mystic Circlet accessory at camp. I always recommend camping, by the way, so always do that. Then right after the camp, you get to another branching path. I know, it's so soon. And then you want to go to the middle. Then right after that, you go to a segment C. Then you're at another branching path, and then you want to go right towards the middle. Then right after that, you have a longer segment C, and it's going to be long. Right after that, you have another camp, and there is a Mighty Guard accessory. Then right after that, you have three regular segment Cs, and then one long segment C, and then basically you're right at the boss. So right here is just some boss gameplay, and the boss is pretty easy. It's kind of like the one that in that Castle Mark Tower, the one where you had to like push the stones in like certain directions, and you get to the the dungeon boss. It's pretty easy. He really isn't that hard. When he attacks, he does do a lot of damage with his stomp, as you can just see right there. So just make sure you have some items. Phoenix down wise, I don't really think you need a lot of them in this dungeon because a lot of the enemies are really easy. But I mean, like if you feel like you need to, get them, then by all means get them. It's not, like a bad thing to have a lot of them. Right here, I think that's the coolest parry ever. I love when he like rides the head and then he does like that whole fire magic. I think it's so cool. But yeah, besides that, it is pretty easy. And right here is just me finishing him off. I am using the Ultima Blade as always, and I do have everybody else's Ultima weapon, just so you guys know. And for, like the rest of the dungeon guides, I do have everybody's Ultima weapon. Prompto's Piercer works pretty good on this guy because he makes him weaker, and I definitely recommend that too because the stomps do a lot of damage. And what you want to do is basically just keep breaking his legs just so he becomes vulnerable, and that's pretty much the way to defeat him. So besides that, that's all I have for today's video, and if you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, subscribe, a comment, and really help out the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.